Let's take up chemical reactions of aldehydes and ketones. Nucleophilic addition reaction. Those addition reactions which are initiated by nucleophile, that is negatively charged reagent which has love for nucleus, are called nucleophilic addition reactions. Let's take up mechanism of nucleophilic addition reactions. This is carbonyl group. It is attached to two other groups. Nucleophile will attack this carbonyl carbon which is relatively positively charged. Oxygen will become negatively charged due to polarization. This carbon is sp2 hybridized. That's why it is polar. When nucleophile attacks, this structure changes to tetrahedral structure. Hybridization becomes sp3. Oxygen becomes negatively charged, which picks up H positive ion, results in the formation of addition product. This is the mechanism of nucleophilic addition reaction. Let's take up relative reactivities of aldehydes and ketones. First, we are taking aliphatic aldehyde ketones. Inductive effect is the important factor which decides the reactivity. These are the reactivity towards nucleophilic addition reactions. Formaldehyde is most reactive because this carbonyl group is polar and there is no other group which can reduce polarity. Any other aldehyde will have alkyl group which is electron releasing and will reduce polarity of aldehyde, and that is positive charge will decrease on this carbonyl carbon. So the reactivity towards nucleophilic addition reaction will become less. Ketone, there is positive inductive effect of two alkyl groups. Therefore, positive charge on carbonyl carbon will be further reduced and reactivity will decrease. Next, we are taking steric effects. Steric effects in formaldehyde, there is no steric effects because hydrogen is a smaller atom, so formaldehyde is most reactive. It is more reactive than acetaldehyde, which has got methyl group and offers some steric hindrance. Acetone has more steric hindrance because there are two alkyl groups, so it is less reactive than acetaldehyde. Diisopropyl ketone offers steric hindrance to more extent, therefore it is less reactive. And ditertiary butyl ketone offers maximum steric hindrance, that's why it is least reactive towards nucleophilic addition reactions. Now we are taking aromatic aldehydes and ketones. First we are taking aromatic aldehydes. This is benzaldehyde. Carbonyl group is polar in nature, so it polarizes, oxygen becomes negatively charged, carbon becomes positively charged, and this pi electron shifts to form double bond. So positive charge is removed, double bond is formed. This positive charge will come at ortho position because pi electrons have taken part in double bond formation. Positive charge will come at ortho position, so pi electrons from here will shift to form double bond and positive charge comes at para position. When positive charge is at para position, the pair of electron comes here and positive charge again comes at ortho position. So aromatic aldehydes are less reactive because there is positive charge. The carbonyl group, carbon which was having positive charge has been delocalized on the benzene ring. So there is a reduction of positive charge on carbonyl carbon. So the aromatic aldehydes and ketones are comparatively less reactive than aliphatic aldehydes and ketones. From this resonating structure, we can also discuss the electrophilic substitution reaction which take place at meta position because there is positive charge at ortho and para position. Therefore, the electrophile will attack at meta position. So if you are asked why aromatic aldehydes undergo electrophilic substitution reaction at meta position, so reason is in resonating structure of benzaldehyde, positive charges at ortho and para position. So the electrophile cannot attack at ortho and para position. It can attack at meta position where electron density will be more. Order of reactivity, benzaldehyde is more reactive than acetophenone, which is more reactive than benzophenone. In benzophenone, phenyl groups, two phenyl groups will offer maximum steric hindrance, so it is least reactive. Benzaldehyde steric effect is minimum, that's why it is most reactive. Let's take up question based on is, would you expect benzaldehyde to be more reactive or less reactive in nucleophilic addition reaction than propanol? Explain your answer. The carbon atom of carbonyl group of benzaldehyde is less electrophile than carbon atom of carbonyl group present in propanol. It means polarity of carbonyl group is reduced in benzaldehyde due to the resonance as shown below. Hence it is less reactive than propanol. As we have shown in previous resonating structure also, this pair shifts to this, it becomes, oxygen becomes negatively charged. This pair of electron results in the formation of double bond. and we get positive charge at this position and double bond at this position. So positive charge on carbonyl carbon is being reduced. That's why reactivity decreases. Next, we are taking some important example of nucleophilic addition and nucleophilic addition elimination reaction. First, we are taking addition of hydrogen cyanide. HCN reacts with OH ion. It removes H positive ion and generates cyanide ion, which is a nucleophile. This cyanide ion, which is a nucleophile, will attack positively charged carbonyl carbon, which is polarized. Oxygen becomes negatively charged. So CN gets attached to this carbon and this oxygen becomes negatively charged. The geometry, this was planar sp2 hybridized carbonyl carbon. Now it has changed to tetrahedral structure. This is the oxygen is negative charge, it picks up H positive ion and forms cyanohydrin. That explains how hydrogen cyanide is added to carbonyl group, and this is nucleophilic addition reaction because it is initiated by cyanide ion, which is nucleophile. Let's take up specific example. Acetaldehyde reacts with HCN. H positive will go to oxygen and Cn negative will get attached to this carbon and we get acetaldehyde cyanohydrin. This carbon is chiral carbon, therefore we will get optically active cyanohydrin. When we hydrolyze it, the cyanide group gets hydrolyzed to carboxylic acid. The common name of this carboxylic acid is alpha hydroxypropionic acid. It's also called lactic acid and it's optically active. And because we have acetaldehyde is planar in nature, therefore we will get racemic mixture of dextro and levorotatory lactic acids. Next example, we are taking acetone reacts with HCN and CN will attack this carbonyl carbon and H will attach to oxygen, will get acetone cyanohydrin. Next, we are taking addition of sodium hydrogen sulfide. Carbonyl group reacts with sodium hydrogen sulfide. Here, SO3H gets attached to carbonyl carbon and oxygen picks up Na. And then, because sulfonic acid group can take up Na very easily, so Na goes to this carbon, H comes here, we get bisulfite addition compound, which is crystalline white precipitate by which it can be detected. Let's take up specific reactions, addition of sodium bisulfite to acetaldehyde. Here we will get SO3Na will get attached to carbonyl carbon and this oxygen negatively charged will pick up H. So we get acetaldehyde bisulfite addition product. Acetone reacts with sodium bisulfite and results in the formation of acetaldehyde. Acetone reacts with sodium bisulfite and SO3Na gets attached to carbonyl carbon and oxygen picks up H positive ion. We get acetone bisulfite addition product. Next, we are taking addition of Grignard reagent to acetone. CH3 will attack this carbonyl carbon. Oxygen negative will get attached to MgBr. We get this intermediate tertiary butoxy magnesium bromide, which on hydrolysis bond will break here, H here, OH here. So you will get tertiary butyl alcohol plus hydroxy magnesium bromide. So if you are asked convert acetone to tertiary butyl alcohol, this is the method. We can add Grignard reagent to acetone to get tertiary butyl alcohol. So ketones give tertiary alcohol, aldehydes give secondary alcohol. Formaldehyde gives primary alcohol. Next, we are taking addition of alcohols. RCHO alcohol breaks down into RO negative and H positive. RO negative attacks carbonyl carbon and H positive attacks oxygen and we get hemiacetal in the first step. In second step, again alcohol reacts in presence of H ion. So this OH water is removed and we get OR dash. This is called acetal. In hemiacetal, we have one ether group, one alcoholic group. In acetal, we have got both the ether groups which are attached to the same carbon. Acetone, when reacts with ethylene glycol, hydrogen from air, oxygen from air, water is removed and cyclic ketal is formed. It is called ethylene glycol ketal. This structure will be formed. This reaction also takes place in the presence of HCl gas. Next, we are taking addition of alcohols. A specific example, this is aldehyde. We react with R-OH in the presence of HCl gas. First we get hemiacetal, then we get acetal. Acetaldehyde, when reacts with ethyl alcohol in presence of HCl gas, it breaks down into C2H5O negative and H positive. C2H5 negative attacks this carbon and H positive gets attached to oxygen. We get hemiacetal. And here in the next reaction, it reacts with ethanol again in presence of HCl gas. So OH and H loses water molecule, results in the formation of acetal. And this compound is 1,1-diethoxyethane.